Well, hello, Beehive. It is Ken Lawson, Renaissance Man, finally here with Lemonade. Um, some of you may have seen, some may not have, that I put out a video to ask for your recommendations on how to approach this and gave you my ideas of what I was going to do. I had lots of comments, and all of them were appreciated. The main thing that I gathered that I have altered a little bit is I am going to start with the audio only. I'm just going to go ahead and get it off Amazon Music and just do the audio with the lyrics on screen so that I can follow along. And then I'm going to do, after that, the entire Lemonade visual album, because from what I understand, the songs are not complete. It was more telling a wider story than just the story she's telling on the album. It widened the lens out so that it went beyond just kind of her journey through what the album is about, and ended up expanding it out even more into women, black women, and the culture and all of that that contributes to these things or is a part of it. So I thought it best to go ahead and listen to the story she's telling in the songs that she was writing, when at the time they may not have expanded out into these bigger themes, but I'm sure that she had some of those in the back of her mind because she's writing from a particular viewpoint. And then on top of that, just a quick heads up, I actually can relate to the themes in this album because I have been through this. Been in a relationship where someone cheated and you have to deal with all of the emotions that go with it, try to be forgiving and all of that. Didn't work out the same as it did with Beyonce, but it doesn't matter because I can understand the emotions that she's going through, but not in the same way that I would if I was a woman, and a black woman at that, because from what I gather from all the little bits of research here and there without going too deeply in, a lot of that plays into how this was all, how it all comes about. So I'm never going to be saying, oh, I understand this and that from her perspective. It'll only be from my own perspective of the emotions of that, not the background of it. All right. Hopefully you all are okay with that. As far as how I'm going to approach each song, I'm going to be mostly listening to the music, the way she sings it, the way the writing is, the lyrics. I'm going to be delving into all of that, and it's probably good to do it that way before I get into the visual element of it. So hopefully you all have stuck around to understand what I'm doing here. And we're going to get started. It was a little bit late getting here because, surprisingly enough, from what I said, my ex-wife came to town for a week, and so that it was unexpected, and ended up delaying things like another week because this was going to be an undertaking, and I didn't want to be spending time that she was here doing this. Haven't seen her in 12 years. All right, so let's go ahead and get back into this, and we'll see how it goes. My first album reaction. Wish me luck. Now, I have no idea, as far as I know, what any of these songs sound like. I guess we'll be finding out. Okay, here we go. I'm starting with Pray You Catch Me. Not what I expect from Beyonce, but that's what I'm looking forward to from this. Wow. Woo. Amazing production on this already.
You can taste the dishonesty, it's all over your breath as you pass it off so cavalier. Ooh. But even something that's a test, constantly aware of it all.
Wow.
My lonely ear, pressed against the walls of your world, praying to catch you whispering. I'm praying to catch me listening. I'm praying to catch you whispering. I'm praying to catch me. I'm praying to catch you whispering.
Wow.
I'm praying to catch me listening. I'm praying to catch me.
Wow.
Nothing else ever seems to hurt like the smile on your face when it's on.
Okay. I'm going to back that up there. The few things thought-wise, and I'll try to keep my stuff fairly short because we've got a whole album to go here. But just as far as the lyrics go, the whole thing of suspecting someone of doing things, you know, outside your marriage or relationship, and then you're listening to try and catch them in what they're doing, and you're kind of hoping that they catch you so that you can have a conversation about it, and then it won't all be in the shadows anymore. Really, really nice. Vocally, stunning. I'm going to pause real quick to see if she's doing all her own backups on this, or if she has lots of people doing backups. You know what? I'm just going to talk about it as if it's her, but because I know that she wrote and produced, or wrote with a couple other people, and then from what I understand, she's heavily into the production side of it, of making sure she's getting exactly what she wants. Really, really, really impressive start. I really like too that it's just piano and her, a little bit of tones and let me see if there's string sounds in here. Yeah, a little bit of string, well, strings-ish. I really love that. Oh, what a line.
Don't hit me quite the same. Maybe it's a cause for concern, but I'm not at ease, keeping my head to the curb, praying to catch you whispering.
Oh,
I pray you catch me listening.
I love the introductions of touches.
I pray you catch me. I pray you catch me.
Wow, that's such a neat sentiment. Wow. Woo, I got a chill right then. This vocal work is great. I love the cello-y sounds, and don't know if any of them are real cellos and all, but it sounds beautiful. And I have something I need to go back and check and see if I'm right on one section. Boy, this is beautifully mixed to really give the width of a quartet or an orchestra, What a really, really...
What are you doing, my love?
Ooh, that was cool. That was cool. I love that. What are you doing, my love? Just kind of boom. Okay.
Nothing else ever seems to hurt like the smile on your face when it's only in my memory. It don't hit me quite the same. Maybe it's a cause for concern, but I'm not at ease, keeping my head to the curb, praying to catch you whispering. I pray you catch me listening.
Okay, I just wanted to confirm. It felt like it was throwing in, not just straight 4/4, but going to 5/4 in places. I didn't count it out exactly, but it's at least adding another beat to the 4 measure. Well, to the 4. So I think it's 5/4. But anyway, really interesting, and it gave it a nice, odd flow that makes it uncomfortable, I think, intentionally, even though it sounds like it flows really well. So anyway, there we go on that. That's Pray You Catch Me. Really, really, really nice. So it looks like I'm not seeing any backup singers in the credits that I'm looking at here. So I think Beyonce's doing all of the vocal stuff herself. If she's not, you all can tell me in the comments. I'm going to approach everything. I'll try and be looking at each song as we go, but it was actually a string section. So that's really cool that they used actual strings as well as, stuff to give atmosphere. So anyway, let's get on with the next song. So now we are to Hold Up. And let's go ahead and jump into this. It was neat the way it wandered across.
Hold up, they don't love you like I love you. Slow down, they don't love you like I love you.
Ooh, nice. The
Back
lows.
up, they don't love you like I love you. Step down, they don't love you like I love you. Can't you see there's no other man above you? What a wicked way to treat the girl that loves you.
Hold on. What's nice is I think she's intentionally letting some of this not be quite like perfect pitch. And it's from a storytelling point of view, I believe. Because these days everything is so pitch corrected and all that, sometimes what gives something an emotional weight is not correcting all of those things. It leaves room for it to feel real. And I think that's, I don't get the feeling Beyonce is one of those pitch correct the hell out of me people. She hits the notes where they belong, and it may have subtle things, but that's good. I love the assortment of instruments, we'll call them, in this. This is neat.
Hold up, they don't love you like I love you. Slow down, they don't love you like I love you.
See right there.
Back up, they don't love you like I love you. Step down, they don't love you like I love you. Can't you see there's no other man above you? What a wicked way to treat the girl that loves you. Hold up, they don't love you like I love you. Hold down, they don't love you like I love you. Something don't feel right because it ain't right, especially coming up after midnight. I smell your secrets, and I'm not too perfect to ever feel this worthless. How did it come down to this? Falling through your call list. I don't wanna lose my pride, but I'ma fuck me up a bitch. Know that I kept it sexy, and know I kept it fun. There's something that I'm missing, maybe my head for one. What's worst, looking jealous or crazy, jealous or crazy? Or like being walked all over lately, I'd rather be crazy. Hold up.
Oh, wow. I like the lyrics in this one. Basically saying you've got the goods at home, and I'm doing all the things to make you happy, and yet you're still going to go and, cheat on me. And those girls don't have what I do. I really like that. And her timing in this is really, really interesting, and I love it. Also, almost no effects on her voice in these sections. And I really appreciate that as well, because it makes it sound like a conversation that you're having with a person rather than you're singing them a song, and it having I'd almost say it's a reggae rap feel. It's just, it's almost reggae-ish in its delivery. I could be way off, but for some reason that's the feeling I get from it. but it's still, you know, a little bit kind of rap. But, you know, more of a slow rap.
Looking jealous or crazy, jealous or crazy. Or like being walked all over lately, walked all over lately.
You do feel that way when you're being cheated on, like you're just a doormat.
Slow down, they don't love you like I love you. Back up, they don't love you like I love you. Step down,
Wow,
they don't love you like
the
I
music
love you.
really
Can't
interesting.
you see there's no other man above you? What a wicked way to treat the girl that loves you. Hold up, they don't love you like I love you. Slow down, they don't love you like I love you. Let's imagine for a moment that you never made a name for yourself, a master wealth. They had you labeled as a king. Never made it out the cage, still out there moving in them streets. Never had the baddest woman in the game up in your sheets. Would they be down to ride now? They used to hide from you, lied to you, but y'all know we were made.
Oh, hold on, I want to go back on that section. Because it's really interesting that she's letting herself slide in and out of the time on it to where it's not all that. You know, there's a little bit of letting it slide around within the rhythms. Really, really nice. And the music in this, there's very little music going on, but it's really well mixed, you know, with the different sounds to the sides. Really.
Love you like I love you. Back up, they don't love you like I love you.
And I love that, you know, she's basically saying, you're my only man, why can't I be,
there's no other man above
you know, your other.
What a wicked way to treat the girl that loves you. Hold up, they don't love you like I love you. Slow down,
See, now
they don't love you like I love you. Let's imagine for a moment that you never made a name for yourself, a master wealth. They had you labeled as a king. Never made it out the cage, still out there moving in them streets. Never had the baddest woman in the game up in your sheets. Would they be down to ride now? They used to hide from you, lied to you, but y'all know we were made for each other, so I find you and hold you down.
I love where she placed that in her mouth, you know.
Slow down, they don't love you like I love you. They used to hide from you, lied to you, but y'all know we were made for each other, so I find you and hold you down.
Hold you down. I love the way she placed that.
Slow down, they don't love you like I love you. Back up, they don't love you like I love you. Step down, they don't love you like I love you. Can't you see there's no other man above you? What a wicked way to treat the girl that loves you. Hold up, they don't love you like I love you. Slow down, they don't love you like I love you. It's such a shame you let this good love go to waste. I always keep the top tier, 5-star, sexy loving in the car, like make that wood, holly like a boulevard. What's worse, looking jealous or crazy, jealous.
I gotta hear that again. Sorry, guys. I'll be saying sorry a lot because I know some people get really pissed off when you back things up and all that, but I'm here to break down the music and how it works together, so you get what you get. And I love this, what she's written here. But yeah, she's basically saying, look, I'm down for, you know, crazy shit if you want to do that too. And I do. So why am I still not enough for you? It's yeah. You get that you feel that. Okay, let's go back. And I loved her timing on it. Her timing is really hitting me nicely, and hearing things from her I haven't heard up to now. So part of why we're doing Lemonade, right? If someone cheats on you, make lemonade. I know that was derived from something that I think her grandmother said. Not that she said that, but I'm pretty sure that's where she got the title.
They don't love you like I love you. Can't you see there's no other man above you? What a wicked way to treat the girl that loves you. Hold up, they don't love you like I love you. Slow down, they don't love you like I love you.
I love the way she climbed up to that.
I always keep the top tier, 5-star, sexy loving in the car, like make that wood, holly like a boulevard. What's worse, looking jealous
so
and crazy, jealous and crazy. Or like being walked all over lately, I'd
Chills
rather
again.
be crazy.
Love me some good sparse harmonies thrown in.
They don't love you like I love you. Back up, they don't love you like I love you. Step down, they don't love you like I love you. Can't you see there's no other man above you?
Boy, it's catchy as hell.
Treat the girl that loves you. Oh love, they don't love you like I love you. Oh down, they don't love you like I love you. I hop up my bed and get my swag on. I look in the mirror, say what's up? What's up, what's up, what's up? I hop up my bed and get my swag on. I look in the mirror, say what's up? What's up, what's up, what's up?
Wow. I am so impressed with her. And I love the approach she's taken to this, that each song doesn't have to sound the same to, meet the feel of the album. It seems like I feel like she's going to be taking different approaches, because I saw that Jack White did a song on, worked with her on some. So anyway, let me pause for a second and restart my camera, because it only does half-hour segments. All right, we are moving on to the next song. I love that last song. That one had such a cool little feel to it. And looking at the credits here, a lot of songwriters on that one. Not sure what they all contributed to it, but really, really, really good. I enjoyed that one a lot. Okay, let's go ahead and go to the next one. This one is Don't Hurt Yourself. Well, it sounds like real drums, not programmed, but I could be wrong. Boy, the production on this so far. I love the split in the two. It's great. That's so cool, that using the voice for that other. You hear the high harmony over here?
Who the fuck do you think I am? You ain't married to no average bitch, boy. You can watch my fat ass twist, boy.
Wow.
To the next day, boy. And keep your money. I got my own. Keep a bigger smile on my face. Being alone. Bad motherfucker. God complex.
Wow.
Motivate your ass. Call me Malcolm X. You're operator. Or innovator. Fuck you, hater. You can't recreate a no. You'll never recreate a no. Hell no. We just gotta let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be.
Okay. A couple things. Once again, not staying in line with how any of the other songs up to, the other two songs up to now, two or three, have had a particular sound. This one has the distortion on the vocals, and more drumming, carrying the rhythm of it. And her, I love the writing through here. Just, the fact that she'll use language to get across the point and not dance around it or sidestep so as not to sound harsh or anything like it. It's just, who the fuck do you think I is, watch my fat ass twist, boy. I love that she's just coming out and going with it, saying bad motherfucker, God complex, motivate your ass, call me Malcolm X. It's really refreshing when people just come out and say what they mean, I am checking real quick. Don't Hurt Yourself explicit. I want to see if somebody interesting worked on this. Okay. That makes perfect sense, that this is the one that she worked with Jack White on. Yeah, none of these are really showing credits, so I'm just going to go ahead and, go with that the producers are doing a lot of it. And then, of course, Jack White, I'm sure, played parts, because I remember seeing in one of the things when it was leading up to this that he was really happy to work with her and loved what she did with this song. I remember seeing something about that. All right, let's go ahead and get back into it.
You can watch my fat ass twist, boy, as I bounce to the next day, boy, and keep your money. I got my own. Keep a bigger smile on my face. Being alone, bad motherfucker. God complex. Motivate your ass. Call me Malcolm X. Your operator or innovator.
Wow.
Fuck you, hater. You can't recreate, I know. You'll never recreate, I know.
I,
We just gotta let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be, baby. We just gotta let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be, baby.
okay, I got to hear that again. Her little run at the end of that on B. Oh, like Beyonce.
We just gotta let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be, baby. You just gotta let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be, baby.
That was awesome.
Don't hurt yourself.
Oh, I love the edge and grunge to this. Wow, these sounds on the side. Awesome.
I am the dragon, breathe the fire.
Woo!
Beautiful man, I'm the lion. Beautiful man, I know you're lying. I am not broken, I'm not crying, I'm not crying. You ain't trying hard enough, you ain't loving hard enough. You don't love me deep enough, we not reaching peaks enough. Blindly in love, I fucks with.
Go back and listen to these harmonies here, because they're so subtle, and yet they add such a texture to what she's singing. For one thing, just the overall rhythm of this and all that, just it's so awesome. Really, really, really cool. But I love the way she's using her voice, and just as she goes from singing to speaking to, just being in the rhythm of it, but down and grungy with it. Almost, and this may be totally wrong, but for some reason I get the feeling I get sometimes from Chris Cornell when he's got that grit to his voice. She's not going as gritty as he does sometimes, but it's still got that intention behind it. So let's go back.
You love yourself. Love God herself.
You hear the little harmonies down below her, sometimes above her.
Beautiful man, I'm the lion.
I love that line right there.
Beautiful man, I know you're lying. I am not broken, I'm not crying, I'm not crying. You ain't trying hard enough, you ain't loving hard enough. You don't love me deep enough, we not reaching peaks enough.
All the little vocal shit going on in here.
Till I realize I'm just too much for you. I'm just too much for you.
Oh, I love these ahs to the side. Ooh. Oh, wow. Love that.
Just give my fat ass a big kiss, boy. Tonight I'm fucking up all your shit, boy. You hurt yourself. Try not to hurt yourself. Will you play me? You play yourself. Don't play yourself. Will you lie to me? You lie to yourself. You only lying to yourself.
I really love those lines.
You love yourself. Love God herself.
We just gotta let it be, 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 babe. This is your fight.
again. Gonna lose your wife.
Wow. I wonder if the drums were Jack White's sister. Because they had that White Stripes sound to them. So I'll let you know in the little writing down underneath if it was. I probably will already let you know if I could find more, but I don't want to waste a whole bunch of time looking while I'm doing this. Wow, that was. You would think that I would say so far that that's my favorite, but it's kind of hard to pick a favorite on this because they're all their own flavor. You know, it's like saying this is my favorite song when you're listening to a rock song, a blues song, a lounge song that are all top tier. And then it's hard to say this one's my favorite. They all are favorites for different reasons. You know what I mean? I'm a rock guy, obviously. Well, I can't say obviously, but I am. And loved this. So, and I love the whole message of it. Basically, you're fucking around on me, and it's not going to break me because I've got my own means. I've got my own way of doing this. If you're the one that wants to screw this up and lie to my face, you're only lying to yourself because you got it good, and you're just making it hard on yourself by making it hard on me. But I can handle it and keep it up. You won't have a wife no more. So let's go ahead and get into the next one. It is Sorry. And of course, I'm going with all the explicit versions because I hate watered down versions of anything. Even humor. I hate watered down humor. Okay. I'm just looking to see who she collaborated with on these. I'm not reading through lyrics and all that until it actually comes up. So even different writers, writing with her and producing with her on this one. Song credits. Okay, song credits. We actually have them this time on the Wikipedia page. Song credits, vocal production. Beyonce is doing a ton of the vocal production on these, which does not surprise me because I'm sure she has in her head every note that's being sung and how it's going to sound. That's a really cool thing. And this one, she has someone doing backing vocals. They don't do a lot of showing other instruments and who's playing them and all that, but I think it's a lot because a lot of this stuff is sampled stuff or programmed and all of that. So the engineers and the producer and all that are doing a lot of that, I would assume. Okay, and then there's someone named Mellow X that she worked with on this as well that seems to have had a lot of input into it. So let's go ahead and jump into this, and I'll put down in there whatever I find out about that particular person. So let's go. I love the varied sounds that they're using to make the music. And I did see they used an 808, a Roland 808, TR something, for the drum machine.
I ain't sorry, nigga, nah. I ain't sorry. You trying to roll me up. Headed to the club. I ain't thinking about you. Me and my lady sip my juice a cup.
That's so cool that the background noise. Sorry, but I'd have to say it because I don't know if they'll repeat it. That background noise that almost sounds like instruments and all that is just her vocals run through a bunch of processing and saying lyrics, backup lyrics, and it's just got such a gritty, weird tone to it that it just comes across as music, but it's not. Really, really neat. And Roland, I think it's a TR-808, something like that. Big drum machine back in the day. It was on a ton of recordings.
I ain't picking up.
That's really neat.
I ain't thinking about you. Me and my lady sip my deuce a cup. I don't give a fuck, chucking my deuces up.
I like that.
Suck on my balls, I had enough. I ain't thinking about you. I ain't thinking about middle fingers up. Put 'em hands high. Put it in his face. Tell him boy bye. Tell him boy bye. Boy bye. Middle fingers up. I ain't thinking about you. I ain't sorry. You. I ain't sorry. You. I ain't sorry. I ain't nigga now. You. I ain't sorry.
Okay. Sorry to pause again. It's, as many of you know, Beyonce's music is a bear to get through copyright. And if you don't pause much, you're pretty well screwed a lot of times. Who knows how this is going to go. I love the whole sorry, I ain't sorry. And basically saying, you may be trying to get in touch with me and all that because you want to get in touch with me right now. Well, screw that. I'm out with my friends and I ain't answering your calls. So it's just you know what, you can go back burner for a little bit. I'm out having a good time.
I ain't sorry. You. I ain't sorry. You. I ain't sorry. I ain't nigga now. You. I ain't sorry.
I wouldn't have even known this was Beyonce if I just heard
I ain't
it
sorry.
before I went on this little journey.
Now you wanna say you sorry. Now you wanna call me crying. Now you gotta see me wildin'. Now I'm
Love
a
that.
woman to lying, and I don't feel bad about it. It's exactly what you get to stop interrupting my grinding. I ain't interrupting my grinding. I ain't thinking about you.
Great layering of the little sorries coming in behind it. This is catchy as hell though, isn't it? Ooh. I tell you, a timely pause, a césure, if you will, a timely pause in music can make such a big difference. And this one, having it right here, it keeps it from becoming just repetitive beat, and mixes it up. And although the whole song is really, really interesting in all of it, but sometimes just throwing in a little bit of a pause can make the beat better. I love that little pause, and that makes that hit harder when it comes back.
I ain't sorry, nigga, no. I ain't sorry, I ain't sorry, I ain't sorry, no, hell no. Looking at my watch, you should've been home. Today I regret the night I put that ring on.
Yeah.
He always got them fucking excuses.
Love the way she delivered that line.
What his truth is. I left a note in the hallway.
And I love it here, she's singing it a little bit more.
I'm far away, but I ain't fucking with nobody. Let's have a toast to the good life. Suicide before you see this tear fall down my eyes. Me and my baby, we gon' be alright. We gon' live a good life. Big homie better grow up.
Wow, that boy, that says a whole lot right there. She's like, yeah, I'm booking it right at the moment, but I'm not gonna be out fucking around on you, because as far as I'm concerned, we're still a couple. You may be screwing that up, but I'm not going to be part of the problem. I'm going to do what I can here. And the thing is, you hit that point in a cheating relationship where you're like, I really want to fix this, but you're still pissed off about what happened and how to move past it. That it's unless you're a spiteful person and just go, well, they screwed around on me, so I'm going to screw around on them, then you're just adding to the problem in your marriage. And if you're wanting to fix your marriage, that's not the way to do it. So she's taken the high road and saying, look, just talk to me. Tell me what the truth is. Tell me what's going on. And then we can, go from there. But until you do that, I'm out the door. So I really love the story she's telling, just start to finish, and the emotions that you go through in this situation. And then this thing of suicide before you see this tear fall down my eyes is interesting, because it's almost like saying, I'd rather kill myself than let you see me suffer. It's really, really interesting. And here she's, well, we're going to live a good life. Big homie, better grow up. It's like, get over your shit, get everything in order, and then we can go on to this life, because we have a good life. Let's just, see if we can get past this bullshit that you're doing to me, and you grow up. So it's once again, say what you mean in a song sometimes, and don't dance around it and make it all flowery. Just come out and say it. And then the mix of speaking things, saying things as if she's talking to him, and then the singing parts and the singing behind when she's speaking, really, really neat mix of things.
By the time you read it, I'll be far away. I'm far away, but I ain't fucking with nobody.
Ooh, I love that.
Suicide before you see this tear fall down my eyes. Me and my baby, we gon' be alright. We gon' live a good life. Big homie, better grow up. Me and my woodies about to stroll up. I see them boppers in the corner. They sneaking out the back door. He only want me when I'm not there. You better call Becky with the good hair.
I know it's right at the end. I wanted to read that. Man, I'm about to stroll up. I think what she's saying is that, if he's out and then she comes into the club, then the chicks that he's been hanging with start slipping out the back so that she won't catch on to what he's doing. And I love that. He only wants me when I'm not there. That's a really interesting line. You better call Becky with the good hair. And from what I understand, there are references to people and things from this situation in these songs, and I'll look up what that might be about. Anyway, let me go ahead and pause the camera, go find my cat, and I'll be back. Well, hey guys, back. Had to go round up my cat. And get a glass of wine, because sometimes you just gotta, right? So let's jump back into this. Okay, 6-inch. So many ways this could go. Featuring The Weeknd. Okay, I've done one or two other songs that had The Weeknd on them, and he's got a nice voice. He's I think the other one was an Ariana, and maybe one other, but I don't remember exactly. But let's go ahead and jump into this one really quick. It's funny, I heard the triangle at the end of the last song. Not very many songs use a triangle, but when you do and you use it properly, it really works. All right, let's get back into it. Once again, ooh. But this sounds so cinematic. Really cinematic. The stereo field on these mixes is really well used.
6 inch heels.
Ooh.
She walked in the club like nobody's business. Goddamn, she murdered everybody, and I was her witness.
Stacking money, money everywhere she goes. You know, pesos out of Mexico. Commas and them decimals. She don't gotta give it up, she professional. She mixing up the ace with the Hennessy. She light the way it tastes, that's a recipe. Rushing through her veins like it's ecstasy. She already made enough, but she'll never leave.
6 inch heels. She walked in the club like nobody's been.
Wow, you know what this has a feel of? And it's not that it sounds exactly like Tito and Tarantula from like Desperado and stuff. And I think they were also in From Dusk Till Dawn. But the tone of the music has that same cinematic quality to it, to where you can just feel the grit in the room and all of those things. And knowing how much she's involved in the producing and all that really makes me even respect her vision a little bit more, because I'm sure nothing goes out the door without her being like, that is what I wanted to hear, you know? But the story she's telling, and then of course bringing up Mexico and all that, made me think of El Mariachi and, you know, Desperado and those kind of things. And I love this commas and them decimals, you know, to do the number signs for money. All right.
Commas and them decimals. She don't gotta give it up, she professional. She mixing up the ace with the Hennessy. She light the way it tastes, that's a recipe. Rushing through her veins like it's ecstasy. She already made enough, but she'll never leave.
6 inch heels.
Oh, I love her voice in this
She walked in the club
low
like
spot.
nobody's business. Goddamn,
Oh.
she murdered everybody, and I was her witness. She works for the money, she worked for the money from the start to the finish. And she worth every dollar, she worth every dollar, and she worth every minute.
Oh.
Stack her money, money everywhere she goes. Her Yamazaki straight from Tokyo. She got them commas and them decimals. She don't gotta give it up, cause she
Hold on, I want to hear that line again. The phrasing on it. She got that sake or Yamazaki. I'll have to look that up because I'm not sure what that is. It's probably just a high-end brand of something. Probably sake, but I did not know that one. Hence my research after the fact.
stack her money, money everywhere she goes. Her Yamazaki straight from Tokyo.
Oh, okay, it was the backup saying that.
Commas and them decimals. She don't gotta give it up, cause she professional. 6 inch heels. She walked in a club.
That's my favorite part of the song, is when she drops down here.
Goddamn, she murdered everybody, and I was her witness.
Great
She
phrasing.
works for the money, she worked for the money from the start to the finish. And she worth every dollar, she worth every dollar, and she worth every minute. Stars in her eyes, she fights for the power, keeping time.
Oh,
She grinds
nice timing in
day
there.
and night. She grinds from
Oh.
Monday to Friday, work from Friday. Stars
Gone day and night. That was really cool. I like that.
in her eyes, she fights for the power, keeping time. She grinds day and night. She grinds from
Not the
Monday
note
to
you
Friday,
expect
work
there.
from Friday to Sunday. Oh, she gon' slang. She too smart to crave material things. She pushes herself day and night. She grinds from Monday
love that slang. It was cool. And I'm wondering if this is basically about, I mean, just if you surface listen to it, you would think that it's talking about a prostitute. But I think what it's more singing about is someone who is willing to put in the work to make the money. And I'll have to look and make sure, but it feels like she's singing about herself. And that she's putting in the work, she's making her money, she's her own independent person. But she can do all that while wearing 6-inch heels and doing all the things that are required to be a pop star and to have an image. And I could be totally wrong about all of this, but that's the way I'm taking it. I mean, too smart to crave material things, stacking her paper, stacking her cake up. I love this. She grinds from Monday to Friday, works from Friday to Sunday. It's a really good way of putting that there are no days off, because it's all about the work.
Material things, stacking her paper, stacking her cake up. She grinds from Monday to Friday, works from Friday to Sunday. 6-inch heels, she walked in a club like nobody's business.
Really love that.
Goddamn, she murdered everybody and I was her witness. She works for the money, she works for the money from the start to the finish. And she worth every dollar, she worth every dollar, and she worth every minute.
Woo! I love this little interlude with the singing here. Ooh, wow, the vulnerability in that.
Come back, come back, come back, come back.
Wow. I tell you, this is such an impressive endeavor on this album to mix all these genres and yet it all fits. Really, really nicely done. Wow. And the instrumentations mixing it up are really neat. I think a lot of people have been asking me about daddy lessons. So this will be good to see or hear, and then see in the movie. So let's go ahead and jump into this. Did not expect horns. Just getting that down south Louisiana feel. Oh, this says Texas, but to me this sounds like, New Orleans. I'm not sure. Am I right that she's like from San Antonio or something? It's a neat blend. Having what to me feels like New Orleans, but then a yeehaw in there.
Daddy's little girl.
Oh.
Daddy made a soldier out of me.
Ah, okay.
Daddy made me dance.
Wow, this is...
Daddy held my hand. But Daddy liked his whiskey with his tea. And we rode motorcycles, blackjack.
Wow, I'm chill on this one.
Girl is what I had to be. He said, take care of your mother, watch out for your sister. And all that's when he gave to me. With his gun and his head held high, he told me.
Wow. And of course I'm catching the stuff to do with her own dad and basically really pushing her with Destiny's Child and being her manager and all that other stuff. and really pushing her early on before she, finally extricated herself from that situation. And once again, and every song has a feel to me of something, and it's not always something that just sounds like it. It gives me the same feeling that a certain, like to me, this song almost feels like if you mix Black Velvet by Alana Miles in with, New Orleans kind of jazzy feel with the horns and all that stuff, but had the attitude of Black Velvet. So, of course, as always, not saying that she's copying anything or doing, but music is always going to remind you of something else. It's going to always remind you of some other song, unless it is so insanely unique that you go, okay, never heard anything like this before. And a lot of times that music is almost unlistenable. but no, this has so many influences in it, all being put together in a very interesting way. I like it. And the daddy lessons, I'm curious where she's going to take this, whether she's going to say that, yeah, he pushed her too hard and did all these things, but she came out stronger because of it. That's where I'm hoping that she goes with it, because that'll mean that the forgiveness that she's working towards over the album for Jay-Z is also the same kind of thing that she worked towards forgiveness for her father. I don't know if they ever did reconcile, but I will, of course, look that up. And if you're telling me things just on what you're hearing me say and not reading underneath, just know a lot of times you all tell me, oh, well, this and this and this happened. And I'm like, yeah, it was all in the written comments. So.
Of your mother, watch out for your sister. And all that's when he gave to me with his gun and his head held high. He told me not to cry. Oh, my daddy said shoot.
Oh, I love the phrase.
Oh, my daddy said shoot. With his right hand on his rifle, he swore it on the Bible. My daddy said shoot. Oh, my daddy said shoot.
Boy, I love how often she's taking it down here.
And he taught me to be strong. He told me when he's gone, here's what to do. When trouble comes in town, men like me come around. Oh, my daddy said shoot. Oh, my daddy said shoot.
Am I right in that all that's going on here is just some bass, acoustic guitar, and the clapping and people, just vocalizing off to the sides, and that's the majority of the music, and then just the rhythm of her voice is what's carrying it. Really, really cool. And I love her phrasing in so much of this, and where she's taking everything's not da 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 da, it's da 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 da, and kind of moving around within the range there to keep it really interesting.
When trouble comes in town, men like me come around. Oh, my daddy said shoot. Oh, my daddy said shoot.
Boy, it's another catchy one that you can just pick up on.
Daddy made me fight. It wasn't always right, but he said, girl, it's your Second Amendment. Ooh,
Huh.
He always played it cool, but Daddy was no fool. And right before he died, he said, remember. He said, take care of your mother,
take
watch
care
out for your sister. That's when Daddy looked at me with his gun, with his head held high. He told me not to cry. Oh, my daddy said shoot. Oh, my daddy said shoot.
I'm trying to figure out if, for one thing, I don't know if her dad's dead. Trying to figure out how much of this is a story and how much of this is her and the relationship she had with her dad, and using it as a metaphor for some of the situations that she's been in or that she's in at this moment in time. I'll figure it out though.
Out for your sister, that's when Daddy looked at me with his gun, with his head held high. He told me not to
Really
cry.
love that
My daddy
phrasing
said
going up there.
shoot. Oh, my daddy said shoot. With his right hand on his rifle, he swore it on the Bible. My daddy said shoot. Oh, my daddy said shoot. 'Cause he held me in his arms and he taught me to be strong.
Woo, I love that.
He told me when he's gone, he's what you do. Said you.
I want to hear the taught me to be strong, the way she jumped up on just taught.
'Cause he held me in his arms and he taught me to be strong.
That was a nice little up
He
and
told
walk
me
back
when
down.
he's gone, he's what you do. When trouble comes to town and men like me come around, my daddy said shoot. Oh, my daddy said shoot.
Oh, what a great choice. I know when I'm singing along, it's not because I've heard the song before, but you can pick up as you go, you know? I love the open feel of this, and if I was Steve Martin in The Jerk, I'd be like,
My daddy warned me about men like you. He's that baby girl, he's playing you. He's playing you. My daddy warned me about men like you. He's that baby girl, he's playing you.
wow,
He's playing
I
you.
love her choice of where her voice is on this.
When trouble comes to town,
little grit.
men like me come around. Oh, my daddy said shoot. Oh, my daddy said shoot. When trouble comes to town and men like me come around, oh, my daddy said shoot. Oh, my daddy said shoot.
Good job, B.
Okay, that was funny. Very funny. All right, and we're to the next one now. Love drought. It's funny now, looking at this first line, 10 times out of 9, I know you're lying. But 9 times out of 10, I know you're trying. My patience. I know, laugh at my own jokes. What the hell's wrong with me? Anyway, so what a great start. What a great starting line, a couple of lines to just kind of lay the groundwork. Okay, let's go ahead and get back to it. By the way, that last song, I really, really like the feel of it. I like that bass tone.
But 9 times out of 10, I know you're trying, so I'm trying to be fair. And you're trying to be there and to care. And you're caught up in your permanent emotions. And all the loving I've been giving goes unnoticed. It's just floating in the air.
Ooh, I love the way she continued.
Looky there, are you aware? You're my lifeline emotions.
Sorry, I just want to hear that again because I love the way she carried on. All the loving I've been given goes unnoticed. It's just floating and just flows right into the next line. Really, really nice. I love that kind of thing in melody lines and all that.
And all the loving I've been giving goes unnoticed. It's just floating in the air.
Wow, that's nice.
Looky there, are you aware? You're my lifeline and you're trying to kill me. If it wasn't me, would you still feel me? Like on my worst day? Or am I not thirsty enough? I don't care about the lights.
Her
or the
phrasing in
things
this
my
one's
life
great.
In the dark, but it's like you and me. Only way to go is up. Skin thick, too tough. 'Cause you
Ooh, pretty, pretty harmonies. I love the yous being separate, and then she continues with you and me. Good. Ooh. Okay. I'm sure you all have heard me. Well, if you've been here before, you've heard me talk about moments in songs, and how just a little run or a little drum thing can be a moment that makes something sound really nice. There's a little bass run coming down here that to me is just one of those moments that the bass player just went, okay, I'm throwing this in here. Nailed it. I don't know why it stood out to me, but it does. It's right after Stop This Love Drought, I believe. It's a trans. There it was. There it is.
Feelings, but 10 times out of 9 I'm only human. Tell me, what did I do wrong? Feel like the question has been posed. I'm moving on. I've always been committed, I've been focused, I always paid attention, been devoted. Tell me, what did I do wrong?
God, her phrasing in this is so excellent.
My bad, but you my lifeline. Think you trying to kill me? If I
Ooh,
wasn't
the bass work in this is great.
Like on my worst day, I am not thirsty.
And that little tick.
Enough.
That is great.
I don't care about the lights or the beams. Spend my life in a dark for the sake of you and me. Only way to go is up. Oh, bitch, you're so whack. I'm so tough. What's up? 'Cause you.
So many cool things happening in this song, but mostly vocally. Like I said, she's really surprising me from the things I've heard up to now of the vocal things she's doing. But she surprised me vocally on almost every recording I've listened to. This one's surprising me because like the others, she hit notes I didn't know she could hit. She went places, she had little rapping sections. She did all those things. In here, it's more about the textures of her voice and the speaking sections, while you got harmonies that are being sung, just all working together really well. And it's like she stretched what her voice, she went, what can I do with my voice differently and interestingly, and still have it, come together and work together and all that. And she accomplished it, obviously, for me. And it's so funny how little music there is at times, that her voice is really the focus of most of these songs.
Them old bitches so whack, I'm so tough. What's up? 'Cause you
I like the percussion track on this as well. It sets up for these little bass moments and gives her room to work around it. Woo. Pretty. I really love that little high-pitched tone there. It sets an interesting feel. Oh, I thought that was in the music, and I was like, what an interesting sound in there. And there's my alarm that my camera's about to shut off. Really cool. Although that could have been in the music, and I'd have been fine with it. We are on to Sandcastles Hope you all are enjoying this. Doing my best since it is my first album reaction. You all let me know how you think it's going, what you think I could do differently, because like I said, the next one, the next part of Lemonade is going to focus on the story she's telling with the visual album and the cinematography and the acting and her look and, you know, costuming and all that. So it's going to be a whole different thing, but still respecting the vision she's trying to put across. This is about respecting the music. The next part will be respecting the vision she's trying to put forth. So hopefully you like this approach. All right, let's get into Sandcastles. I love a good piano song. Oh, sorry, before I get into this, the song before it basically just felt like a song saying, I want to try and stop being where we're at and try and start moving forward and get the love back and all those things that we used to have, and, you know, stop this love drought. Because once you get to that cheating period and all of that, a lot of all that love and everything goes away, and you have to work to get it back. And it was, you know, just saying we can't get it back without putting in the time and the work. So that's the impression I got from it. A lot more complex than that, but I'll put it in the written comments. Okay. I like that this is pretty much a concept album about relationships, or, you know, the struggles in a relationship. Oh, I like that chord change there. That was nice. Really interesting
We
notes.
built sandcastles that washed away. I made you cry.
Love this.
When I walked away.
I love that they had dreams. The Sandcastles were their hopes and dreams, I think.
Although I promised that I couldn't stay, baby.
You can hear it, her putting it into it.
Promise don't work out that way. Oh, baby, every promise don't work out that way. Dishes smashed on my counter.
Ooh, counter.
From our last encounter. Picture snatched out the frame.
I love this.
Picture scratched out your name and your face.
Ooh.
What is it about you?
I'm sorry, I have to go back and hear that. Where she let the little break in her voice come in. That can be so effective when you have a crack in your voice or something and you leave it in there and just let it do the work of showing how you're feeling and that you're raw.
Picture snatched out the frame. Picture scratched out your name and your face.
Ooh, that's great.
What is it about you?
Ooh, I love that little.
That I can't erase.
Great
baby,
note.
when every promise don't work out that way. No, no, babe. When every promise don't work out that way. And your heart is broken.
Ooh, love the swelling vocals coming to the outside.
Show me your scars.
Now we're into a whole gospel feel.
And don't walk away.
Oh.
And I know I promised
chills again.
Baby, every promise.
Oh, I don't want this one to be over this quick.
Don't work out that way. No, 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 no. Every promise don't work out that way.
Wow. That was awesome. Because what it feels like she's saying is we had dreams that would, the Sandcastles represent their hopes and dreams for their future. They got washed away from the infidelity. And she had promised that she couldn't stay. But I think what she's saying is, yeah, I made a promise that I couldn't stay. But if you just open yourself up, be vulnerable, tell me your insecurities, tell me the things, she said, expose your scars and all of those things. I think that's what she's saying is every promise doesn't work out that way. Don't work out that way. Was it maybe she will stay and that she doesn't have to keep that promise not to stay. So, wow, what a beautiful song, just straight up piano with a gospel feel coming in with the vocals. And it was neat. The vocals came in from the outside and every once in a while would come into the inside with her. Really, really cool. Okay, let's get back to it. We're on Forward featuring James Blake. And I do not know who James Blake is. You all would probably be like, how can you not know who James Blake is? Well, sorry, I just don't. Okay, here we go. What an interesting chord.
Forward, best foot first, just in case.
What a cool vote.
When we made our way tonight.
What a cool voice.
It's time to loosen. It's time to fight. Forward.
Oh, I got chills from this because it's.
Now we can hold doors open for a while. Now we can be open for a while.
Oh.
Forward. I love you more than this job. Please don't work for me.
Ooh.
Forward.
This is beautiful.
Go back to your sleep in your favorite spot just next to me.
Her coming in with the harmony there was beautiful. Oh. Sorry, but it just hit me who his voice reminds me of. Because I'm assuming it's James Blake. Or maybe James is a woman's name too. Because the voice it reminds me of is Nina Simone. And the piano playing, the feel of the song has a Nina Simone depth to it. Really, really cool. And even just the tone of voice. You hear it working across the stereo field, back and forth. Wow, and the build and the low note coming up from underneath. Wow. Okay, now I've heard of Kendrick Lamar, by the way, but I don't know that I could name a single song. That last song was unique in, it was the combination of things that made it unique because it had the piano and that phrasing and tone of voice that is very Nina Simone-ish, but then that underlying tone to add tension to it made it another thing. Really, really cool. And just the fact that she was just in it for that little bit as a harmony. I like that a lot. Okay. Well, I guess I'm about to hear Kendrick Lamar. So let's get to it. This has an old 70s feel. It has that psychedelic 70s Jefferson Airplane kind of thing.
Tell a storm I'm new. I'm a walk, I'm
Ooh.
a march on the regular. Painted white, black, blue. Love, forgive me, I've been running blind in truth. I'm a rain on this bitter love. Tell the sweet I'm nude.
Oh my goodness.
Tears go and fall away.
Boy, the build of instruments in this. People keep asking for Freedom Live. I'll probably do that because the way these instruments and all are building, and it may be in one of the Super Bowl shows, I'm not sure. If it is, I can't wait to see this. Sorry, but it's so interesting that the music has such a 70s psychedelic feel. Of, like I said, Jefferson Airplane. I can't think of some of the other stuff that. But anyway, it'll come to me. I'll put some down there of just the feel it has. But the way they built onto each thing, and the way that drum was doing the dum, dum, and driving that, and then it started having everything hit with it. Oh, a little Janis Joplin musically.
Tell a storm I'm new. I'm a walk, I'm a march on the regular. Painted white,
Boy,
black,
those hits
blue.
are really
Love,
strong.
forgive me, I've been running blind in truth. I'm a rain on this bitter love. Tell the sweet I'm nude. I'm telling these tears go and fall away, fall away. Oh,
Wow.
may the last one burn into flames.
Whoa! Beautiful melody line there. Oh. I recognize this chorus a little bit. Yeah.
Keep on running 'cause the winner don't quit on themselves.
Wow. Sorry, but man, that is powerful. Everything about that. This idea, I'll break the chains all by myself. Won't let my freedom rot in hell. I love when the music dropped out and it was just her. And the sentiment behind all of this of I'm not going to wait on someone to free me. I'm going to free my own damn self. And wow. I love this because a winner don't quit on themselves. That's
I'ma keep on running 'cause a winner don't quit on themselves.
little keyboard coming in there. What a great blend of things. Because even the mixing on it has a 70s feel in the way the reverbs and the placements are.
I'ma wade through the waters till the tide don't move. I'ma ride through your borders. Call me bulletproof.
What a great song.
Love, forgive me, I've been running blind in truth. I'ma wade through your shallow love till the deep I knew. I'm telling these tears go and fall away, fall away.
Love the way she delivers that. It's neat.
May the last one burn into flames.
That phrasing is one of my favorites for the melody.
I can't move. Freedom, cut me loose. Yeah. Freedom, where are you? 'Cause I need freedom too. I break chains all by myself. Won't let my freedom rot in hell. Hey, I'ma keep on running 'cause the winner don't quit on themselves.
I love the grit in her voice in that. I can't wait for the next part. Probably a bridge, right?
10 Hail Marys, I meditate for practice. Channel 9 News tell me I'm moving backwards. 8 blacks left, death is around the corner. 7 misleading statements about my persona. 6 headlights waving in my direction. Come on. 5-0 asking me what's in my possession. Yeah, I keep running, jumping the aqueducts, fire hydrants and hazardous smoke alarms on the back of us. But mama, don't cry for me, rap for me, try for me, live for me, breathe for me, sing for me. Honestly,
Getting
guiding
chills
me, I
right
can be
now.
more than I gotta be. Stole from me, lied to me, nation hypocrisy, code on me, driving me wicked. My spirit inspired me like yeah. Open correctional gates in high desert. Yeah. Open our mind as we cast away oppression. Open the streets and watch our beliefs, and when they
I
call.
want to go back and hear that. Yeah, that was in the background. Boy, a whole lot of expressing the frustration with the way black people are treated in this country. Black people, Mexicans, any minority is treated in this country, but mostly black people through the years. And of course, with this 70s feel, especially then, in the frustration of just being stopped for no reason, being searched for no reason other than being black. And you know, of course, I'm not black, but I can commiserate with people who have to go through that. I can't feel your pain, but I can at least feel a bit of outrage over the fact that people still act this way. I'm one of those people that looks back at history and just goes, you know, white people sucked. And still a lot of them do. The people that still hold on to being racist just because their parents taught them and they didn't have the good sense to try and move beyond what they were taught, or where they live or whatever. And I fight against that a lot here because I live in a very racist place. There's a lot of it around here. And even within my friend group and things like that, I run into it all the time. And I have said that there are certain things that won't be talked about, won't be said in my house because I don't want to hear it. And I don't want to promote people being that way. Sorry if I'm going on a rant. But just discrimination against anybody for just who they are just is one of those things that just grates on my last nerve. Okay, I'm done complaining. Here we go. This song got me a little fired up. And this little section through here, it just really shows the frustration, and you can hear it in her voice.
Yeah, I keep running, jumping the aqueducts, fire hydrants and hazardous smoke alarms on the back of us. But mama, don't cry for me, rap for me, try for me, live for me, breathe for me, sing for me. Honestly, guiding me, I can be more than I gotta be. Stole from me, lied to me, nation hypocrisy, code on me, driving me wicked. My spirit inspired me like yeah. Open correctional gates in high desert. Yeah. Open our mind as we cast away oppression. Open the streets and watch our beliefs, and when they carve my name inside the concrete, I pray it forever.
Freedom, freedom,
Chills again.
freedom, cut me loose. Freedom, freedom, where are you? 'Cause I need freedom too. I break chains all by myself. Won't let my freedom rot in hell. Hey, I'ma keep on running 'cause a winner don't quit on themselves.
I just love that keyboard that comes in there. Ooh, I love where she went there. What a neat thing to end with over here.
I had my ups and downs, but I always
Must be her
find
grandmother.
inner strength to pull myself up. I was served lemons, but I made lemonade.
All right, another chill right there, because I know, wow, that whole ending was cool as crap, because it was just a, very reverby recording because of the room of, I think, her grandmother, but then having that vocal thing come in at the end and knowing that that's what the album's named for, and the sentiment of that one line is basically what this album is. She took a horrible situation and made art out of it, which is the lemonade. She made something, and I went through the same thing after my wife and I finally split up. I wrote a bunch of really, what I thought were really good songs, you know, but it was because a lot of artistry comes from pain, and the most true artistry, I think, a lot of times comes from pain or happiness. You know, it's extremes can really push art forward, and she did it with this. And then I can't wait to see the visual album, because I would imagine once she got this all recorded and started listening to it, that gave her the vision for what the visual album could be. So I'll see for sure. Okay, we're gonna go to the next one. Let me see how much time I got. 6:16. Nah, I better start again. Okay. Could we start again, please? Sorry, a little Jesus Christ Superstar there for you. I think I've made my point now. I love me some Jesus Christ Superstar. So, hey, that was a concept album in a way. This is a concept album. All right, let's get back into it. So here we are with All Night. Once again, a neat blend of instruments and sounds.
Found the truth beneath your lies,
This sounds familiar.
and true love never has to hide. True love never
Oh, I love
has
that.
to hide. Trade your broken wings for mine.
You hear the bass in there?
Trade your broken wings for mine. I've seen
Oh.
your scars and kissed your cries.
Sorry to pause so quick. I want to hear if this was a delay in the background that caused that really interesting vocal thing. If I don't do it now, I mean, I'm going to forget about it later, and they may not do it again. All right, here we go.
Has to hide. True love never has to hide. Trade your broken wings for mine. Trade your broken wings for mine. I've seen
Yeah.
your scars and kissed.
It's one of the voices broke off and went, bro. It was really cool that it stopped before the others and then carried a delay in behind them.
Trade your broken wings for mine. I've seen
That's
your
cool.
scars and kissed your cries. Seen your scars and kissed your cries. So many people that I know, they just trying to touch you. Kiss up and rub up and fill up. Kiss up and rub up and fill up on you. Give you some time to prove that I can trust you. Again, I'm gonna kiss up and rub up and fill up. Kiss up and rub up and fill up on you all night.
Oh, okay. I did this one a live version.
All night.
Ooh,
All night.
love the drums that came in there. Wow, I love where she's going.
My love was stronger than your pride.
Yeah, I remember this live version was really good.
Beyond your darkness, I'm your light. Oh.
Very different than this, though, in a lot of ways.
You get deep, you touch my mind. You get deep, you touch my
Oh, I love these little.
Hide your tears and dry your eyes. So many people I know that they just trying to touch you. Kiss up and rub up and fill up. Kiss up and rub up and fill up on you. Give you some time to prove that I can
So
trust you.
interesting.
Again, I'm gonna kiss up and rub up and fill up. Kiss up and rub up and fill up on you all night.
Sounds so different than the live. great bass work. I love the horns off to the sides. And now they're in the middle. Ooh. Love a good
They say
cello.
true love's the greatest weapon to end the war caused by pain. But every diamond has imperfections. But my
They're using delays
love's
nicely
too
in this
pure
mix.
to watch it chip away. Chip away. Boy, nothing real can be threatened.
Hey, everything can be threatened. It's just if you let it be a problem.
Salvation back into me. With every tear.
Oh shit! I've gotten so lost in this that I didn't pause much. And like I said, I'm trying to avoid having the copyright issues. But I was kind of lost in the sauce there a bit. Yeah, the difference in the live version, was it the Tidal X version? I think it was the one where I was saying that the women that were singing the backups looked as into what they were singing as Beyonce did. And she was emoting like a mother. And if I remember, Jay-Z was in the audience for this song. Anyway, just trying to remember all those things. But I do remember that I love the bass player in that, and it's no wonder because there's great bass lines happening in this in places. Really nice accents. Okay, let me get back to it.
Chip away. Boy, nothing real can be threatened.
Love the way she built that.
Back into me. With every tear came redemption. And my torturer became my remedy.
Ooh, that's a good line. That's a really good line.
Gets up and rub up and fill up. Gets up and rub up and fill up on you. Give you some time to prove that I can trust you. Again, I'm gonna kiss up and rub up and fill up. Kiss up and rub up and fill up on you all night.
Oh. I don't think I caught the first time that she was saying that there's all these people, of course, that are hitting on him all the time because, I mean, he's famous and he's, rich and all those things. And so he's constantly got women, feeling on him and rubbing up on him and just trying to be all that. But she's saying, I'm going to give us time for you to show me that those people don't matter because I'm the one who's going to kiss up and rub up and feel up on you. And make you not have to think about those people. Sort of, But I like the way she juxtaposed them to her. And
rub up and fill up on you all night.
hear that bass? The horns in this were a great addition. That bass, damn, I love that bass.
No other, we together. I remember sweet love all night long.
Ooh, I love the softness right there. Come into the string section. Beautiful.
Oh, I missed you, my love.
Oh, beautiful. What a perfect ending to that song. Okay, Formation. Really, it was nice hearing that one. I did love the live. It's I definitely like it better than the album version, but there was a lot of really cool stuff going on in the album version. This one looks at the beginning, it's talking about all the bullshit that's said about her in the press that is not true. You know, y'all haters corny with that Illuminati mess. Paparazzi catch my fly and my cocky fruit. Yeah, it's people saying shit when they don't know what they're talking about. All right, let's go ahead and get back to it. Formation.
Y'all haters corny with that Illuminati mess. Paparazzi
Another
catch my
interesting
fly
way
and
of
my
using her
cocky
voice.
I'm so reckless when I rock my Givenchy dress. I'm so possessive, so I rock his rock necklaces. My daddy Alabama, mama Louisiana. You mix that Negro with that Creole, make a Texas Bama. I like my baby hair with baby hair and afro. I like my Negro nose with Jackson 5 nostrils. I earned all this money, but they never take the country out me. I got hot sauce in my bag, swag. I see it, I want it. I stunt yellow on it. I dream it, I work hard, I grind till I own it. I twirl on them hitters, albino alligators. El Camino with the CeeLo, sipping Cuervo and Ochila. Sometimes I go off, I go off, I go hard, I go hard.
Well, it sounds like what she's saying is that I mean, just to boil it down simply, is that all the things that went into her that are her heritage, she's extremely proud of, that they're the melting pot that made her. You know, the saying that she's proud of her Negro nose, and was it Negro nose? Yeah. I like my Negro nose, but the Jackson 5 nostrils. I think that's a little shot there at the Jacksons. I mean, she may not have been taking a shot at them, but saying that she didn't need to go and get a nose job and do all of that to make herself look more white or look more palatable to a white fan base. That she's proud of what went into making her her. And that it all, it's really, really good way of putting all of that. I liked it. Okay, let's go back.
What's mine? Hey, what's mine? I'm a star. Cause I slay. I slay. I slay. I slay. All day. I slay. I slay. I slay. We gon' slay. Gon' slay. We slay. I slay. I slay. Okay. I slay.
I like that. Go.
Okay, ladies, now let's get information. I say, who to me, you got some coordination.
I like the way she said coordination.
You get eliminated. When he fuck me good, I take his ass to real life. When he fuck me good, I take his ass to real life.
Well, not as much today. These, Red Lobster almost shut down. Boy, it's basically, it feels like when she's saying, now let's get in formation, it's like saying, all those independent women who are proud of who we are and all that, let's all be together and form, in formation and be a force. And that you don't need a man to make you what you are. You can choose to be that, and if you want to surround yourself with other strong women, that's what she'll do. And I love that it's basically when he fucked me good, I take his ass to Red Lobster, is kind of like saying, well, he did a nice thing for me, here's his reward. Here's your reward, doggy. Which, hey, If you do it right, you deserve a reward, right? No matter if it's a man or a woman.
Some coordination. I say, slave trick or you get eliminated. When he fuck me good, I take his ass to real life. When he fuck me good, I take his ass to real life. If he hit it right, I might take him on a flight on my chopper. Drop him off at the mall, let him buy some J's, let him shop I might get your song played on the radio station. I might get your song played on the radio station.
I love that effect going on there.
I just might be a black Bill Gates in the making. I just might be a black Bill Gates in the making.
Wow.
I want it, yellow, want it. I dream it, I work hard, I grind till I own it. I twirl on my haters, I know where to get.
There it was again. It had that beat going through the whole thing, and then you take that moment, you go vocal, you drop the beat, and it means when you come back in, it can hit. Really nicely done. And I like the whole idea of this song is, I am an independent woman. I can make something out of myself to where I'm rivaling Bill Gates, you know, that I can do all these things. I can give the man I'm with opportunities, or the people I'm with opportunities, because I've worked my way up to this point. And because she slays. I think you heard about that in this song.
I want it, yellow, want it. I dream it, I work hard, I grind till I own it. I twirl on my haters, I know where to get us. El Camino with the CeeLo, sipping Cuervo with no chaser. Sometimes I go out, I go hard, take what's mine, I'm a star, cause I slay.
Well, this is just owning who you are, isn't it?
I slay, we gon' slay, we slay, I slay.
I like how she's saying it's not just me, it's the people around me as well.
Ladies, now let's get information. I slay. Okay, ladies, now let's get information. I slay. Prove to me you got some coordination. I slay. Slide trick or you get eliminated. I slay. Okay, ladies, now let's get information. I slay. Okay, ladies, now let's get information.
I love that
You know
grit.
you that bitch when you cause all this conversation. Always stay gracious. Best revenge is your paper.
I love that. The best revenge is your paper. I guess what she's saying is, if they're going to keep coming at you, the best revenge is to be successful. And then what have they got to say? They'll always find something, because they're always trying to tear down people who are successful. And she's had to deal with that for a long time. Because there's always going to be haters, right? All right. Wow. That one. Wait a minute. Sorry, original demo. Let me go ahead and see what the deal is here. I think this is the last song. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do the Sorry original demo.
The big homie better hold up. Big homie better hold up. My water's about to roll up. Young water's about to stroll up. They're coming through the back door.
Ooh, I like that.
Big homie better hold up. Me and my water's about to roll up. I see them boppers in the corner, sneaking out the back door.
You notice that the beat is coming not on the let me count this out, but the beat's coming, I think, on the 2. Let me see.
The big homie better hold up. Big homie better hold up. My water's about to roll up. Young water's about to stroll up. They're coming through the back door. The big homie better hold up. Me and my water's about to roll up. I see them boppers in the corner, sneaking out the back door.
That's so interesting. It's hitting on the and then on the 4. Makes it gives it an interesting little feel, because it's 1 and 2, and it's hitting on the and of 2, and then on the 4. I'm pretty sure, but either way.
Could be living young, wild, and free.
Ooh, I like this. This is really different.
I left a note in the hallway. By the time you read it, I'll be far away. I ain't fucking with nobody.
I love hearing the difference in this. It's really neat.
Good life. Suicide before you see my tears in my eyes. Me and my daughter, we gon' be alright. We gon' live a good life. Big homie, better hold up. Me and
Boy,
my
it's so
woodies about to
simple.
roll up. I say my woodies about to stroll up. They coming through the back door. Big homie, better hold up. Me and my woodies about to stroll up. I see them boppers in the corner, sneaking out the back
And now they're mixing the times up on the beats again.
Really could be living young, wild, and free. Hell no, I ain't gon' call you back. Chase me around the world just to fall back. Ain't nobody got no time for that. Tryna keep my family right.
I'm glad I listened to this because it's
Boy, you giving me heart,
really
but I
neat
don't
hearing.
care. Better call Becky with the good hair. You only want me when I'm not there. Boy, you better get in line. Sometimes I regret the day I put this ring on. Looking at my watch, he should have been home. He
Wow.
always got them motherfucking excuses. I pray to God you reveal to me what his truth is. Hey, big homie, better grow up. As you
Wow, this is really neat hearing the, just the kind of raw version. I wonder if she used any of this. I don't think so. But either way, I mean, there are different song iterations that sometimes they start out one way and then end up wholly different. But this one, I love how simple it is. Dun, 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 dun. That wasn't in key or anything. Sorry. But I love that that's the whole basis of the music for the song. And then interesting percussion.
to me what his truth is. Hey, big homie, better grow up. Ask you something, then you choke up. Me and my water's gonna roll up, beating down your back door. Big homie,
Pegging?
better hold up. You've been running game on the wrong one. I'm running so fast for the long run, running out the back door.
Nice. For a demo, this has a real good, nice, full feel. Oh, I love that little delay on the end there. Wow. Wow. All right. I got 3 minutes to wrap this up before my camera shuts off. So I am going to do that. Like I said, we are going to be getting into the visual album. I'll be doing the entire visual album as well. But I really felt this was the best approach to this, and a lot of people who are Beyonce fans, this is what they suggested. Now, there are other people who said, why are you starting with Lemonade? Start at the beginning of her career and work her way up. Well, I have to go with what my comments tell me and what the most people are asking for. And this is what they asked for because they know my tastes and they know I love very artistic and, those kinds of things. So they're giving me things to get me into Beyonce from what they know what I'm going to relate to, what I'm going to feel. And so I know that some of you want me to start at the beginning of her career so I can hear the progression. But I'm fine jumping around like that. To me, it's like watching a movie and then watching a prequel later. And sometimes it makes you appreciate the other movie more. So that's where we're at. I can't wait to get to the visual album. I'll be doing it before long here. Going to try to get to it within the next week or so. But like I said, a lot going on lately and, unexpected company, all those things. So I will see you next time. I'm sorry for you all having to wait, but have a great day, great night, and great life. Bye.